In May of 1971 at Holloman Air Force Base, a supposed contact took place when a UFO spotted over the hills started descending down into the desert right outside of the military base. A tech sergeant, a staff sergeant, and the base's photography team, they start filming it. From far away, they first report it's probably a helicopter. As it gets closer, however, they clearly see this is no helicopter. A second camera crew on the ground starts filming. It hovers silently about 10 feet off the ground once it makes its full descent. Then it makes a strange sound as it touches down with three extensions coming out the bottom of the craft for landing gear. A commander, two officers, and two base scientists drive out towards the craft. A panel on the side of the craft slides open, and three 4 to 5 foot tall beings in tightly fit silver suits walk out. They are pale whitish, grayish blue color, have abnormally long noses, and big eyes stretch far apart on either side of their face. They're wearing strange headpieces that are some sort of rope design. The commander and the officers greet the beings as they have some form of communication before they all leave, and almost the entire military base witnesses this event and is completely left in awe with their jaws dropped as the event comes to a close. This supposed contact at Holloman Air Force Base and the 15-minute color film of it was the topic of great concern, chased down by all UFO researchers for decades to come. President Jimmy Carter was supposedly briefed on the Holloman Air Force Base incident and shown 15-minute color film of the event. George Bush Sr. also said himself that he saw the film in a briefing, but not as the President of the United States, or rather when he was the CIA director. He says that that film, when asked about it, is, quote, the real deal. Many Secret Service agents have come forward as well and talked about seeing this film. Dr. Hal Puthoff and NIDS, a corporation run by billionaire Robert Bigelow, who now owns Bigelow Aerospace, were obsessed with finding this footage. And in their efforts to do so, they came across a man who, at the time of the incident, worked at Holloman Air Force Base as the security manager there. His name was Paul Shardle, and he agreed eventually to go on camera and testify to seeing this film and talk about everything that he saw, including aliens getting out of the saucer-shaped craft. However, 2 weeks before he was supposed to be flown out to Las Vegas for this interview, he was killed in a mysterious car crash. You guys, what's a good UFO story without somebody being murdered, suicided in a car crash that no one was ever arrested for? Yeah. That is a telltale sign that is within many UFO investigations, unfortunately. Many people have come to very mysterious deaths, wet work kind of deaths, to be completely honest with you. And that is very grim, but also as serious as that is, you have to take that as yet again evidence towards there is nothing mundane about these incidents, where this sort of cover up, these sort of catastrophes, these sort of mysterious things, and lots of money go into covering it up. shutting people up, so on and so forth. That alone tells you there is nothing mundane about these incidents whatsoever. And that footage that I was showing you while I just talked about the Holloman Air Force Base case was supposed to be uh, that's real footage from the Holloman Air Force Base of this UFO event in May of 1971. And, you know, back then and for decades after it, or at least a whole decade after it and more, was supposed to be that there was no film. This event didn't happen, period. Not that it wasn't aliens, it just didn't happen. And there was no 15-minute film. Later we come to find there is a 15-minute film, and it is out there in the world right now. Someone has that full 15-minute video where they can literally, supposedly, watch aliens stepping out of a craft, closely being videotaped of all of this, and meeting with Air Force officials who come to greet them, see what's going on, whatever it is that happened there. There is an incredible, life-changing 15-minute video out there, and this is just a clip of that, which has been leaked and basically is okay to be leaked, first in a documentary, and when asked by the director of the documentary, you know, you said you'd let me have the video, and then you said no, and you pulled it. Well, I saw that they left about 18 seconds of video on this documentary. And I thought you said we couldn't use it, but it was okayed? And he was told, yes, those 18 seconds are okayed. And he said, well, you know, I don't understand. I thought this was classified. And the government official says to him, it's just background. And he says, what do you mean it's just background? I don't understand. This is from the footage. And he goes, yeah, but it doesn't show anything. Well, this is real and from the footage. And so supposedly what I have just shown you is real footage of a real UFO taken by military officials at Holloman Air Force Base in 1971.